Party people, Fat Boy family, just got this in. One of the latest releases from Dumont. Panucci. I'm guessing Panucci is a brand of Dumont. This is Soprano Ice. Just got it in from Perfume Box. I know a lot of you already have this, so let's open it up, check it out, see what we're working with. All right, so there's a box within a box. So be careful when you're opening this, because when you pull it out, you see that? You don't want that to slide and the fragrance come out and hit the floor. Just like that. Whew. Now y'all got something to laugh at. I literally said don't do it and then ended up doing it, but we got that Soprano. I have Dumont Soprano Soul, which is a clone of like my favorite fragrance ever, Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. Man, that looks good. Like, this look like you can drink it. That cap is like stuck. I don't even know what this is. So let me roll down the window. Let's get some sprays in. Nice, sweet, fresh, aquatic. Now I got on this Versace Tropical. I don't even know why I sprayed this. I don't know what this is supposed to be cloning, if it is a clone, but this smells good. The only other ice I can think of right now, you have Jimmy Choo Ice, Jimmy Choo Man Ice. You have Versace Hawass Ice, which is a banging ice, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a full video review on this to see exactly what this is. Because I don't know what this is cloning. I don't think it's a clone. It may be an amalgamation of a couple of things. I get this Azzaro style sweetness. I get this Invictus style sweetness. I don't know what that is, but I do know it smells good. So check this out, Perfume Box. Yeah, and wait for the full review. All right, so I am a huge fan of the Dumont line. I have the 1 Million Lucky clone Dumont Soprano Soul. And again, you guys just saw what I thought was going to be a short, but look at this bottle, man. This bottle screams, minus the fingerprints that are already on it. This bottle screams summertime. This looks like the best blue raspberry Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying, in your life. Beautiful, fresh, sweet, aquatic, smoky fragrance. Now, supposedly, this has some similarities to YSL. Why? Either between like the EDP and the Le Parfum. I get it. I get the nuances that are there. I don't think this is a really one-to-one. I think it's definitely an inspired by take, but this is good on its own. And I'm so appreciative of this, man, because again, if you like that fresh, sweet style, aquatic nature that you get from the YSL DNA, from that Y-line DNA, but you know, you want that designer quality, you want that niche style quality, but you don't want to pay that price, and you're looking for something that's more budget friendly, like Dumont does great work. Dumont does not get enough credit. Dumont, even in their Nitro line, is one of those lines where I'm like, yo, like it can go head to head, if not better than the Versace Hawass lineup, than the Armaf Club de Nuit lineup. You know, you just have these lineups of fragrances that kind of hit everything, and they've done it again with this. Again, when I tell you this comes off with that nice, not too many people are able to pull off a smoky, fresh, aquatic fragrance. I think that's why that YSL Y, EDP, and Le Parfum DNA they stand so tall amongst the rest, because again, people like, I want to smell fresh, I want to smell aquatic, I want to smell sweet. But when you add a little bit of character to it with that smokiness, it's like, yo, it's just good. Now they're in the air, like, oh my God. Now it's definitely aldehydic. You kind of get that. You'd be like, okay, all right, you know, because it's a little fizzy, but you know, that actually kind of settles down. You get this nice blast of just fruit, nice fruit, not like super fruit, like pineapple you know, style fruitness or whatever, but you know, fruit that you would get from like a bergamot, more of a citrus style fruit or something like that. That's also gonna, you know what I'm saying, you know, contribute to the freshness that's going on. So like I said, between the aldehydic, the ginger, I know there's some bergamot in there, you get this nice fizzy fruit style fragrance. Beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, when I smelt it in the car, when I first got it out the mailbox, I was like, I don't know what this is, you know, and I took it home, spent some more time with it. And one of my friends actually had, I went in the store and we were smelling some things when I got home, and I had somebody sprayed something. I was like, that smells similar to what I just got. I was like, yo, what did you spray? And it was like, you know, YSLY, Le Parfum. And I was like, it's not like one-to-one identical, but there's so many of those nuances there. And I'm gonna be honest with you, what this gives me vibes of, minus the spice, because you kind of have this, there's this Bleu de Chanel type sweetness going on there. This, I don't want to say not really, but like Shiaka, if you know what I'm talking about, Cod Lodge Shiaka Blue. I'm not saying this smells like this in any way, but the way the sweetness is done in here gave me vibes. And you know, this, you know, people kind of really compare to like this Bleu de Chanel twist or whatever, an amalgamation of several other things. And I feel like this is kind of doing something similar with that sweetness. Now, once it actually dries down, you know what I'm saying, it settles, you get into it's creamy, it's super creamy. You get into the patchouli, you get into, no, there's not patchouli. Is there patchouli? There's not patchouli. There's patchouli. Yes, there is patchouli. It's patchouli and it's sandal because it's creamy, but there's a slight, it's weird. There's like this slight earthiness, but with the patchouli and the sandalwood and the musk, it almost gives me like this tonka bean type profile to my nose. Tonka bean is hit or miss for me. So I really enjoyed the opening of this fragrance. I enjoyed the mid of the fragrance. The dry down is where it's going to have to grow on me, but I'm not taking away from the fragrance. It's still dope. I think it's still worth it. It's just, it gives me this tonka bean feel, but it's not strong tonka. It's dialed back tonka. Me and tonka have a love-hate relationship. I don't know, some fragrances, it works great, it's fine. Other fragrances are kind of like, dang, I can smell the tonka bean. And so, like I said, that combination of the musk, the patchouli, the sandalwood, it makes it super creamy, but it also gives me this slight earthy tinge to my nose. It's like this sweet earthiness that tonka bean kind of gives me, where I'm like, ah, but it's the slightest bit. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, letting this sit for a little while longer, you know, finishing up, you know, going maturation, it really don't matter, but letting this sit a little while longer, and letting it do what it do is probably going to fix that problem. But let me tell you something. I have not had like a full wearing of this. This is more of a first impression. I have not had a full wearing of this to really give a performance update. I know that day I did spray it on in the car as I was driving, and then, you know, roughly about 7 or 8 hours later, I was still able to get some of it on skin. So Dumont does a really good job. Like I said, this is probably going to be one of my shorter videos just because this is really your first impression. But if you're talking about one of the best, I don't want to call this a clone. This is what I call a true inspired by fragrance. But if you're talking about one of the best summer high heat, because this doesn't come off super sweet and cloying, like it's fresh enough, you know what I'm saying, and it's fizzy enough to where it's like, you know, it's not gonna be terrible in like these triple digits that we've been experiencing and this high heat, high 90s we've been experiencing lately, especially depending on where you are. But this is a dope fragrance. This is a dope. I mean, we will get to the end of summer, and I would hate that this does not get the love and the respect that it deserves, because this is what I've been looking for and didn't even know I was looking for it. So I'll put the link in the description. Got this from Perfume Box. So I think they're like the only place that kind of has it right now. I haven't seen anybody post about this. Maybe JOMASHOP, I don't know. But yeah, if you like that YSLY, that Le Parfum EDP type of DNA, just fresh. If you want something fresh, if you want something smoky, if you want something aquatic, if you want something sweet, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, case closed. This right here, forget all the Imagination clones, forget all the God of Fire clones, forget all the Blue Talisman clones. This right here is one of them ones. And y'all know how I feel when I say that. So if you rock with your boy, understand what I'm telling you. This right here, nobody sent this to me. I bought this. This is one of them ones. So I'm not gassing, I'm not shilling. Yeah, this is gonna go crazy. Like, this is booming. Is this an extrait? It might be EDP. No, it's an EDP. Like, this is booming off of my skin. And so, yeah. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and click the bell to be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's hit the other arm too. Like I said, this is the first impression. We'll report back, but trust me when I tell you, that's good. No lies. That's good. Y'all be easy. I'll holla at y'all.